apparently there are 3 independently sourced reports of there being a man and a woman on a walkway or overlooking the overpass or overlooking the motorcade route who might have fired a shot. Sometimes you might think that's the Hesters, because one of the reports says the couple was huddled up there, and in this picture the Hesters are not huddled anymore, but they were in one photograph, and that's kind of a walkway, so it's easy to think that, but I don't think that that's what these reports refer to. This is from a Towner slide, and you can see the people in the foreground happen to be looking up to the overpass where I have the area circled that says overpass couple. Of course, you can't see anybody in the photograph, but that's where these people seem to be looking. They're not looking at the Hesters, and I suspect that the reported couple is probably where these people are looking. The first of these independently sourced reports apparently originates, so far as we can see, with Jack Bell. Apparently he saw this. I don't recall him ever being asked about it later, but it went out on the AP wire, and this fellow here, I don't know who he is, relates that information to his television audience.
Associated Press reporter Jack Bell says the president and Connolly were shot as the motorcade entered a triple underpass which leads to the Stemmons Freeway in Dallas. Bell said that a man and woman were scrambling on the upper level of a walkway overlooking the underpass.
And I find this particularly significant because on the Dallas Police Radio Channel 1 recording, you can hear a woman's voice just before the president is shot say, "The gun is closed," and he aims it. And here I have a photograph of a woman just to illustrate what a woman looks like. So if a woman is saying the gun is closed and he aims it, then the implication is that there is a man also present, and this would make them a man and a woman who could be overlooking the motorcade route with a gun. The next report, unfortunately, comes from Dan Rather, who apparently talked to a witness who was in Dealey Plaza, who told him about this man and a woman overlooking the motorcade route.
Still, another witness at the scene said this man was an adult, said he thought he saw a man and a woman crawling along a walkway over the motorcade route, and that this adult said it was possible that that man and woman could have fired the shots.
So perhaps Dan talked to one of these adult men here, and this is a picture of men before they are adults, just as a reference. And perhaps one of these adult men told Dan Rather that this couple up on the walkway overlooking the motorcade route might have fired the shots. And again, that makes me think about this woman who's saying the gun is closed and he aims it. The implication is that the man who is with this woman has a gun and he's about to use it. And this is just before the president was shot. And the third reference is from the UPI wire, United Press International, not AP, so presumably Jack Bell is not the source for this, though it doesn't say who the source for this is. Right at the top here it says, "At the top of the hill, a man and a woman appeared huddled on the ground." And if somebody's talking about the assassination and the top of the hill, they're probably talking about the top of the hill where it's overlooking the motorcade, and I think that is probably this spot here where apparently there is something there, and we see photography afterwards that there's nothing that should be there. So I think probably there's a man and a woman huddled there, and that one of them has a walkie-talkie, and she says that the gun is closed and he aims it because the man there has a gun and he's aiming it in preparing to shoot the president. But, of course, none of this is credible evidence, so just forget you ever saw this video.
We came, we saw, he died.